Hello, MonstersAbound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires. Part 21 of my Sisters of Twilight campaign, where we're currently dealing with an invasion force at the Sacred Pools. They've got a lot of Luminarchs, steam tanks, and they had some artillery. They don't anymore. Meanwhile, our forces are in the trees. They've also got a lot of great swords. This is a reasonably scary army. Ooh, that Luminarch getting a shot off. But the Deepwood Scouts cutting them down. Ooh, look at that. Yes, come on, take down the other one. Meanwhile, infantry's charging in to engage the great swords. Oh, a little pendulum coming in as well, just to help out. The rest of our forces now flanking around behind. We're going to ignore the steam tanks because who cares about steam tanks? Grey Stag Knights getting a lovely charge in the rear there. We've got these great swords completely surrounded. And it's just the steam tanks to kill now, which our Deepwood Scouts are now concentrating all fire on them. More! More! Right, one down, one to go. It's just a lot of arrows. And also a debuff to their armor because... Ugh. Well, so long, Rudiger von Muckhammer.
You must obey. Fate has no more need.
I'm going to take the money. Okay, so all of those armies defeated the Sacred Pools. Hello. Refugees of war. Oh. Sure, I'll accept the refugees. Hello, Dryker. Got Dryker, apparently. Yeah, so Griffin Woods has... Oh, it's been torched. Oh. But we've got no one nearby, do we? The Deep Woods is on cooldown for 5 turns, which means it's... Yeah, we're not going to reach that. Okay, so...
I weave the living forest.
Sacred Pools, good to go. 4 turns. We can...
Show them doom.
Bop the rest of these guys.
I am called.
It's not really going to be a problem now that they're pretty much all dead anyway. We crushed their armies. Smushed them against our face. Glamourweave Balloon Girl, you can be immortal, so you'll never burst. And Corey is going to, training. He's going to do so. He's got doing some. We're not skipping leg day. Oh no. Or arm day. Or the other days. Head day. Not skipping that one. Nope. No sirree, Bob. Let's get some. Let's hit Hunter's Vaults across the board. All that's fun. Right. As soon as the Sisters of Twilight have the ability to, they're going to jump over to Athel Aren, and we're going to start that. We are but a few turns away. Let's go and bop this. So long. Okay, let's then march down here because we'll obviously want to deal with the enemies as they spawn. Why? Give me a military alliance, you big bastard. Tell you what, military alliance, and I'll join your war against Sudenburg. No. Right, well, fine. Can't say I haven't tried. I really would like to know why that is, but I guess we'll never know. Apotheosis. And you are very close to Witchwoods. Okie doke. It looks like the High Elves are on the march, so I'm just gonna go and take some stuff. Because why not? Just spread out. Critical success. Holy shit. Not bad.
Guardian of the deep wood, they will die.
A failure. Oh, rubbish. Never mind. We'll just continue meandering around, I think. We'll boost income because I don't know what else to do with you. And piercing shots. Why not? And then our angry bush is going to get Awakening of the Woods. And Orion is just chilling, despite the fact... Yeah, we can't really do much. Hello, Marathi. Hello? Hello there? I wonder if we could...
Approach us, friend, and make your offer.
If I join your war against 1,000 Moors... Well, you know, can't say I didn't try. I'm hoping if Marathi can take some of the territory nearby, then we can go and kill her and snap it up before the Empire can retake it. And then we'll have a little bit more... I mean, I could declare war on the Empire, but that seems like a lot of... That just seems like it would be a lot of work. It'd be a lot of people to kill, wouldn't it? I feel like they just swarm us from every angle. And I don't want that. We've only got 2 techs left to get. Sarithia, the gods of the underworld are treacherous, but their power is undeniable. And Atharti, Lady of Desire. Those who give themselves over to the pursuit of pleasure would do well to court the favour of Atharti. Well, there we go. Global recruiting capacity. Not really that useful at this point, but never mind. Daddy is going to have fleet fingers. You know he does. Damn right. Well, Numus is dead. Upkeep, reduction for all. Sure. Let's do that. That'll keep us in. Keep us in monies. Okay, we're but 1 turn away from getting that one. That's good. Little Rudiger has legged it. He disappeared off into the jungle. I don't know where he's disappeared off to, but he's gone, so that's fine. We're going to come down to the Witchwood. Okie doke. Is going to come over to Gubbinz, and we'll grab that one, because why not? I say, I'm not really getting anything for taking these.
The forest is whispering.
Let the hunt begin.
I don't really need them, but, you know, they're there, so... Okay, so, Marathi has laid siege to the Black Pit. Which is good, because the Black Pit is something we need. So, if we wait for her to take it, and they did have I was a little bit worried, because this army was down here. However, it's bypassed the Black Pit, so obviously they didn't feel like they could take on Marathi. I feel like I should have no... I can tackle Marathi, no problem. I can tackle her to the ground, roll around the dirt with her, and come out on top. I don't know who you are. You're that one. That's fine. Dirthu's still just relaxing. I wish maybe that... Once maybe like... I guess it does reduce the cooldown. Maybe less of a cooldown. Maybe the healing the... Because like by the point you've got several trees on the go. Does it reduce the cooldown? What does the Ritual of Rebirth do? I would just, you know, maybe if it reduced it by 2 turns each.
Protector of the forest, death comes.
Well, no, it doesn't, because you failed yet again. Ugh. Not catastrophic. I was going to say catastrophically. It wasn't catastrophic. That would have been you dead as well. Basically, I feel like at the point where you've got several trees under your control, having the ability to deep root around a little bit quicker would just make the campaign faster. And I think there is a sweet spot. However, I think one of Total War's main flaws is that it doesn't... At the point where you feel like you've won the campaign continues for... It's like the last Lord of the Rings film. You get to the end, you go, That was nice. And then there's like 45 minutes of them saying goodbye to each other. And you're like, fuck me, this could have been 15 minutes and that would have been fine. You know, I could have happily... I don't need to see Sam getting his engineering diploma or some bollocks. Right, I'm not invested in that. I don't give a shit. You know, I've seen the big fights. That's the good bit. The evil tower, who obviously didn't have planning permission or something. I didn't follow the story, so I'm not entirely sure why they were so angry at the tower. Maybe it was blocking their view of the wasteland or something. Anyway, the point is that was knocked down, so you know people were happy about that. That was good, and you know the beardy guy was fine. So, and the elves fucked off. I mean, everyone wins, right? And yet, 45 minutes later, you're still, you know, you're still discovering what Bill Bailey's favourite recipe of pie was. And I just don't really give a shit, to be honest. And I forgot where I was going with this. Right, Total War endings. That's where I was going with this. Right, so basically, I think it goes on too long. And I feel like you can probably, you know, if you want to continue, go for it. Knock yourself out. But equally, I feel like there should be a fairly easy to accomplish end. But equally, I feel like it should, like the Wood Elves, give you the option to travel around the world a little bit more. Because it takes friggin' ages to get anywhere. I mean, it can take like 6 or 7 turns to cross the Empire. If you're lucky, if you're marching, and you don't have anyone blocking your way. And I mean, you know, if you're playing as like the Norscans, getting to the Southland is an absolute fucking nightmare. You have to really concentrate to get down, especially as you're defending your own lands against your neighbours, because your neighbours are all declaring war on you and trying to kill. So you're constantly defending your borders. So the ability to like go to different places isn't really there, and I feel like that's one of the main flaws of the Total War franchise, or at least the Warhammer franchise. You've got this big world full of really interesting characters, and you mostly end up fending off endless waves of attacks from your neighbours, because for some reason they all hate your guts, unless they don't. And at that point, then probably the entire world is the Order Tide, in which case you don't really have much reason to go anywhere anyway, because, you know, why would you?
All hail Turnus.
They've come to beg for mercy, Nestra.
I am hesitant to grant it, Arahan.
Hello. I'm not sure why you're doing this. Little bit confused about why you've suddenly decided to... Hello, Rudiger. Declare war on me. Oh, being raided. Faction destroyed. The Warriors of Chaos are dead. Right, where's Rudiger? There he is.
Growth and life.
Hey, buddy.
We fight for Athel's
Bye, buddy.
future. Growth. The greatest gift.
That's what she said. Right. You are still just relaxing. You're not really going anywhere, are you? I mean, to be honest, at this point, our garrison could easily hold them off. So, not super worried about that. We've also got rats raiding me. Pustin.
These are dark times.
Not super happy about that one. Oh, because we've currently got one act. Oh, we can't do 2 at the same time? What? That's bullshit. Okay, it's going to be finished next turn anyway. I mean, we're going to have to wait for Asuryan as well, because I want to get at least Orion's camp done as well. So that way we've got... I mean, we've only really got 3, haven't we? Well, no, we've got 4, because we've got... I keep forgetting about Gay and Vale, because, you know, it's in a donut. So if we could get Lilmon Forest, although slight issue because Marathi did raise the Black Pit, but then the dwarves moved in. I'm not sure what the dwarves were doing here, but there we go.
Your tribute, Thrall, for it is a privilege to be in my presence.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Will you be friends? No.
Know that
Okay, we'll do Orion's camp next. Then we will do Asuryan, because at that point we should have the deep root. If they've resettled the Tree of Woe, yes. So that'll be a bastard to get, unless we can get a military alliance with Karl. But to be honest, that's... Well, I don't know, actually. You know what? You know what, Karl?
Greetings from Sigma.
Hello. Right. If I join your war against all those guys. No? Alright. What about if I offer you everything? Still low. Really? Really? I mean... I suppose my relations are very low because I backstabbed those dwarves. But in my defense, they were sick. They needed to die. They could have... Oh, they really... I mean, you know, you can't blame me for that. Plus, I can't remember things like who I'm at war with or non-aggression pact with. That's for the nerds. Do I look like a... Don't answer that. Don't answer that. So many fucking skill. I don't know that one. What now? You? Right, well we can't do a thing. So you just stay there for the moment.
My journey begins.
Well, actually it kind of ends because you're just sat there. So now we need to wait a couple of turns for the sacred pools to finish. And I suspect we may get another wave of chaos.
You have caused untold harm. Don't think you can make up for it.
I mean, I wouldn't say untold harm. Whoosh. There we go. The sacred pools have completed and we've got some amber. Good. And now we can get the sacred pools of Aisha. This is going to give us nothing really that useful, but that's fine. That's fine. Right, that means we can do this one. Okay, they're there. Is it just two? Is there just two? One there. Okay, maybe it is just two, in which case it's going to be a piece of cake. Easy peasy. Right, let's go and deal with this one first. What is it? It's... Whoa, what the fuck is that? Holy shit. That's... Well, that's a fucking mood, isn't it? Okay, I'm wondering if my Way Watchers can deal with this for us. And already they're doing a lot of damage. So our Way Watchers are over here. Laying down fire. I've spread them out just in case we get chased around by these units. But some of them, they're a little bit unsure about which direction to go, which is fine. The rest of my army's up here. I'm going to leave them up there and see if maybe we can kill this entire army with just the Way Watchers. If they can catch up with the units currently going after our main force. But already you can see that the Rogue Idol's not doing very well against the Way Watchers. Just getting picked apart very, very quickly. Way Watchers doing extraordinary amounts of damage and just... There they go. All of those Rogue Idols are now routing, which means we can now push forward and pick them off as we go. Now there's still seven giants and 2 Rogue Idols making their way towards our main and make that 6 giants, because 1 giant has peeled off and is heading back to engage the Way Watchers. That's a mistake that he's going to regret for the rest of his short life. Oof. And that's another Rogue Idol down. Just down to 6 giants, 1 Rogue Idol, and of course the enemy general. We're now pushing forward. I mean, we've managed to deal with so much of this army. I don't care anymore. We're just charging ahead. We will pick these giants off. We actually moved our army back, because I'm like, the Way Watchers can deal with this. Who needs melee infantry? We've got Way Watchers. A few arrows in the spine there. And you can see morale is dropping on some of these units. They're not super happy about being shot in the back. I don't blame them, to be honest. Oh, mass rout. And the entire army's broken. And now shattered. Before reaching our main army, the Way Watchers have exterminated a horde of giants. Okay, these giants are a little bit close. I know they're running away, but you don't want one to fall on you. That may hurt. Spoilers, it does hurt. Apparently giants cause damage when they fall down. I wasn't entirely sure if they did or not, and they do, so there we go. Well, that was fun. Also, what we learned is that when a giant falls on people, it does actually do damage. Because that was... I got too close to a giant, fell on the Way Watchers. That was the only casualties we took. So, good to know. Missile strength plus 5%. Yeah, I think I'll take that. Especially if this army's going to be fucking the same. Jesus.
Can I offer assistance?
Good grief.
Your orders are acceptable. Traveling.
Okay, we'll go and hit that one next turn. And I think that might be... Seems like there's only one. Is there only two here? Is that it? Looks like there's only two. Okay, well, you know, that's fine. I will take that. Okay, give me Kroq-Gar on the back foot. You're fine over there. And the sisters have got one turn before they can travel over to King's Glade. The rats apparently have been exterminated. Delightful. And Marathi is...
I am the first sorceress.
Yes. Not really doing very much. I really need Marathi to go and just like, well, it's annoying that the dwarves took... If I got... Oh, that would have been +2. But that's fine. If we have to wait 10 turns for every single bloody tree to finish off, then... Is that 10 turns? Well, oh, 8 turns. 8 turns. Okay, well, 8 turns is fine.
Fresh battle.
Okay, you sit there for a minute.
Guardian of the deep wood.
Yeah, I know, Daddy.
Kernus, guide my hand.
I think the High Elves are murdering everyone they can get their hands on, so that works for me. Oh. Yeah, colonise that one. And then what do we have here? Gold mine, 100 monies. Holy shit. Holy shit. Rolling in it.
Moving.
Who's Kroq-Gar at war with? Me, the High Elves, Hagreef, and... I don't know why he declared war on me, to be honest. Hello. I mean, again, I just dealt with a stack of giants and rogue idols, so I think I'm probably going to be fine dealing with whatever bullshit Kroq-Gar can throw at me. Oh, Marathi's being no help whatsoever. Oh, Coadil's returned. I'm sure he's... Shall we put him with his friend? Or shall we...
Remain calm.
You know what? I'm tempted to get some... Because we've got the time, haven't we? I could do that. I could do... You know what? Right.
Itching for fresh battle.
We'll do that. You know what? Actually, I've changed my mind. We'll go in here.
Bring me battle. When do we
And
fight?
then we will
Only
do
when
it.
necessary.
So, Way Watchers. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5. I'm tempted to get rid of these guys.
Order is all.
And then we get Coadil.
Twin defenders of the glades.
Where is Coadil? Because he's... Alright, where... There. No, wait. Yeah, there you are. Oh, you're right here. Literally exactly where I needed you. Perfect. Okay, what we got? Ooh. Unseelie... I mean, all this is good. He's got the power of darkness as well. So that's all good. Laura forgot Winter Magic -1 for all spells. Hero's Army. Yes. That seems perfect vigor. Yes. We'll get all of that. We can give him Doom Bolt, because why not? Transformation of Kadon. Let's get Wiscian's Wild Form. Then we can get Earthing. And let's get Arcane Conduits. Then we'll give you the Trickster's Helm. We'll give you the Giant Blades. We'll give you that one. And a Potion of Healing. And a Salt of Stone. And a whole bunch of other shits. So now we've got Ariel. We've got Ariel, Coadil, and the Sisters of Twilight in the set. I mean, considering that Ariel and Coadil do not get on, you know, because Coadil's very much like, I hate all elves, fuck them up, and also let's destroy the world and plant it with green. And Ariel's very much like, I kind of like the elves, and also don't, and so she locked him away. But it's fine, he's now free, and I feel like it's kiss and make up time. You know, we're just going to push them together. Now kiss! Oh... And that's the start of my erotic fanfiction. Have that one. And go... Oh, should we go and see what bullshit is this? Let's get Swinging Bows. And Prey of Anathrema will probably come in use.
How can I assist you?
Okay, let's go and find out what this is. Is it more giants and rogue idols? Yep, okay. Well, our Way Watchers dealt with them last time, so I'm hoping for big things this time round. I'm glad I didn't let this army reach maximum size, because I mean, I'm fairly sure we could deal with it, but that's still a lot of rogue idols and giants. And I mean, this is fine as long as they don't reach our front line, because as soon as they do, that's going to be a lot of... A melee army against this would be a real mess. Fortunately, we've got some of the best missile... And they've got 105 missile strength, so I think they're probably some of the best missile units in the game. With armor piercing, which means that we can easily deal with this quite terrifying army. The giants seem a bit tankier than the... they got 112... I mean, to be honest, the rogue idols... I thought the rogue idols should be tankier, but the giants seem to soak up the fire better? I don't know what that means. I mean, it's not exactly scientific, is it? It feels like rogue idols just die quicker, but maybe it's because they've got a bigger hitbox, so they get hit by more arrows? Who knows? Okay, the enemy army is advancing, so we're pulling back. Give some time for the Way Watchers to arrive to finish them off. A rogue idol moving back to engage. God, all the animations and models in Total Warhammer are just so fucking good, aren't they? Look at this guy. He looks amazing. And he's down. Okay, we're down to 3 rogue idols, 2 giants, and the enemy general. They've managed to advance quite far, actually, and we're having to chase to catch up with them. Fortunately, the Way Watchers do have a huge range, and we're pulling back right into the corner. It's not corner camping, because we're not camping, we're running away. It's different. Enemy general is, unfortunately, lagging behind the rest of his... Oh, unfortunate. He lags behind. That is a shame. Okay, here they come. They're not routing like the other ones did. They're still fighting. Maybe it's because the number of rogue idols Who knows? So we're moving our dragons in to engage, to block them from our infantry, because if they get in amongst... Oh, there we go. They have routed. Finally. If they get in amongst our infantry, it would be an absolute slaughter. So, because there's no trees for Wildwood Rangers to get their anti-large. In a desert, isn't it? God for Way Watchers, jeez. Can you imagine fighting that with a melee army? It'd be a nightmare. Okay, I guess it just was apparently those were Savage Orcs. I mean, you wouldn't know because I didn't see a fucking Savage Orc in them. There's a lot of flesh on show, wasn't there?
Defender of Athel,
but it was all pink and rocky to a lesser degree. All right, well we got. Okay, right. No, you know what? We can do that anytime. What do we have anything useful here? That's not that useful. Growth, upkeep, reduction. We don't really have many of them. Missile resistance, meh. Growth, meh. Income from settlement buildings, meh. I mean, I guess that would give us some money, but vigor loss reduction for melee infantry. I mean, we don't have a huge amount of melee infantry. I'll get it anyway. I'll do that one. We'll grab that. So we're currently. I mean, well, we're pretty much just waiting the 7 turns for Orion's camp to finish off. The sisters are recruiting some new units. We've got Coadil in that army as well, so that's fun. And I think we're just going to heal up the Oak of Ages and then call it a day. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.